Good morning, everybody. My name is Javier Campos, the product manager of Alfaland, the dealer of Terber tractor in Spain and Portugal. Thanks for attending this event. Thanks Noatun for give us the opportunity to make this pilot, and also Terber for the support and to make this nice unit that is. It looks like a final unit, but it's a pilot. So let me introduce these companies. Alfaland is a Spanish company that implements solutions for logistics, ranging for handling equipment, for the movement of goods, to turnkey project of warehouse management and supply chain, and using the last generation technology. The range of brands represented is very large and in first order in the port world, such as Heister and Terber. And let me introduce Terber. Terber is a tractor manufacturer for terminal, yard, and rural tractors and railroad vehicles, and makes a lot of multiple applications like transport trailers, in ports, industry, logistic, and distribution centers. And I'm here to introduce the main difference in the test units relative or a standard tractor. I want to see that the expectation has been very high since the announcement of the test, and we appreciate the interest shown in the port community from the start. Wherever I have asked about the feelings of a new gas tractor, because the expectations are very high, and many people ask me about how is a gas tractor, how it works. I've always responded the same. The drivers should not feel anything. At least we will want to say, and we were right, and that's the first objective. What it was, there were not different in driving. So in that sense, mission accomplished. Because since the opinion of the stevedores, the responsible to driving the tractor, the answer was unanimous. It's more comfortable to drive than the diesel. So, as you can see, the external appearance is identical between the two units. Okay? If we consider that this gas tank is normally covered by a metal case than in the other tractor. So the difference in view is also the same, okay? Both exhaust pipes are catalyst, okay? And this is the catalyst of the LNG unit. And on the diesel unit is also a catalyst, but use and urea addiction to reduce the emissions, okay, the particles emissions. And the commercial name of the urea is the AdBlue. They're using a lot from the Euro 5 normal trucks, road trucks. And you can see here the tank of the AdBlue, and you can put also diesel and AdBlue in this kind. And to see more difference, our colleagues are open the cabins to see who is the difference in the size of the engines. To the other side. Come on to see the difference inside of the LNG engine. As you can see, this engine is an 8.9 engine, okay? And the difference inside you can see now when we see the diesel unit, because it's a 6.7 unit. Okay. This engine don't have any internal difference from the tier 3 units from the last technology in emission. The only difference is in the control of the urea injection in the exhaust pipe, but internally it's very similar from the last technologies. Okay. But in the LNG, introduce the latest technology in recirculation of exhaust gas and also in cooling the gas exhaust. Okay? To have more confidence in the engine selection, this engine have the 80% of the parts similar diesel engine. So Cummins put the 80% of the spare parts of the engine, and Westport make the transformation. The most different is the using of spark plugs, like in the old gasoline engines. Okay. Now, come on to see the difference in the chassis. In order to have more space for the big gas tank and have also an standard steps to access to the cabin, the chassis is longer. Okay, and all devices that are traditionally in both parts are now concentrated in the other side. Okay, come on. Be careful. We can see here they concentrate the hydraulic tank, the air tank, and the batteries all in this side. Okay, and traditionally are in both sides. Okay. So the chassis are longer, okay? Come on to the front. In the front of the tractor, we can see also a difference in the radiator, in the engine radiator cooling, because it's bigger, because the demand of cooling is bigger in this engine. And you can see here, you need more space for the radiator. And in the other tractor, Carlos, you can see it's a standard. Okay? And come on now to see the most important difference in the LNG is the gas tank. Okay? It's a gas tank of 318 liters operating at 15 bars of pressure. And now we have also a vaporizer, okay, after the tank and before the engine to reduce the pressure of the gas to the engine, because it's a CNG engine, it's not an LNG engine. So can works with the two technologies, with LNG and with CNG. Okay, in normal trucks can use CNG. Okay, the valves of the tank allow us, as you can see with the hand presentation, to refueling the tank with or without vent. As you can see, they don't use the vent valves, okay? And also, we have here the security valves, and in case of accident, you can manipulate and close this valve, but also have an electrical valve that can shut off when the engine stops in case of accident or in case of any emergency. Okay. And now I want to tell you some problems occurring during the test. Okay. The first restriction in a vehicle equipped with an LNG tank is the restriction that you cannot repair or store or park inside of a workshop without air restriction in the roof, okay? Because, as you can see here, it's a pipe of vent. If for any case or any problem, the temperature increase in the tank, the gas exhausted by here, okay? So you cannot park by inside of the workshop. Second, is the smoking ban on the cabin and around the tractor. So we put signs to remember, you can see here, to remind this restriction inside of the cabin and also around the tractor, okay? It's not like a normal truck, okay? Come on. And before the start of the first refueling, was essential to connect an electrode earth to the chassis of the unit, thanks to HAM, because the part was supplied immediately, and we cannot stop the test from the help of HAM. Okay. Tank autonomy has been a topic of discussion from the beginning of the test, and in this point, it's important to have a good training of the people, as HAM said, because the system of the service station, as you can see, helps a lot in the refueling, but it's also important to check who is the reality of the gauge of the tank, okay? Not only that gas station said, you stay, okay? Phrasing valve system, as you can see here, all the phrasing, was also a problem. This problem did not cause the tractor stop, but we stopped the tractor for safety, because the ice in the past don't allow to manipulate the emergency valve. Okay. The first solution was, okay, insulate all parts and all pipes, as you can see here. Okay, and now allow to touch the valve. Okay, and then inside from a pipe from the engine radiator cooling to increase the temperature on this area. Okay, and now we don't have any other problem of icing. Okay, this tank valve of vent was damaged and was supplied once again by HAM and replaced immediately. So only stopped 2 days the test of the LNG test. And this is all the problems we have in the LNG test pilot. As you can see, all are related of the gas tank, because it's something different in the new unit. Okay, and in the diesel unit, only have a problem. Okay. This is the control unit of emission that control all the sensors to the emission and control the injection of urea. And this is the only problem we have with the diesel unit, and stop the unit for only 2 days. Okay. Ya termino. Vuelvo a If we had not built the pilot units, these problems will not have emerged, and especially the uncertainty of the capacity of a gas natural engine in this several application never had cleared, because always ask about this. Okay, so thanks again to the TNT and the European Commission for the support, and thanks for your attention. And it's a pleasure for me to introduce Francisco Blanquer from Noatun, who will present to you the result of the test. Okay, thanks for your attention.